Among the Betrayed is the third book in the Shadow Children series. I noticed it's not included in the list of books on the back cover and on the by the same author page. Why wouldn't they count this book as one of the books in the series? That's kind of annoying. It seems like it would cause trouble for anyone who's trying to read all the books in order.
Argofont Book Review, Argofont Book Review.
Our main character in this book is Nina Iddy. The last book ended with Nina and Jason trying to betray everyone at the schools. Their plan was foiled and they were arrested by the population police. It turns out Nina had no idea about this plan. All she had was a crush on Jason. She thought he loved her, they kissed a few times, and now she's in jail because of him. The only good thing is that the population police don't know she's really an illegal third child named Elodie. If they knew that, they would kill her immediately. Nina is questioned several times by a hating man. Since she's innocent, she refuses to confess to her part in Jason's scheme, not even when she's confronted with a recording of Jason putting all the blame on her. The hating man offers Nina a deal. The police recently captured 3 shadow children who had fake IDs. They want Nina to befriend and betray the shadow children to figure out how they survived so long. Nina's locked up in the same prison cell as the other 3 kids. Alia is 6, Matthias is 10, and Percy is 9. They don't trust Nina and they refuse to say anything, in part because they think they're being spied on. The book's cover is not accurate. There are not any beds in this jail cell. There isn't any light, even. They sit in darkness all day long. The only way to drink is by licking a wall, and the bathroom is a disgusting corner. It's terrible and inhumane, and it sounds like they're trapped inside this prison for weeks. It's definitely not the sort of thing that occurs in children's books. Nina occasionally gets taken out so the hating man can question her. He's upset at her lack of progress. Really, her only real success is sneaking some of the hating man's food back into her cell, and even that's a failure because it's not like she can eat the food without the other kids noticing. Eventually, the hating man gives Nina a 24-hour deadline. That's when one of the guards is poisoned. Nina steals his keys amid all the chaos. She uses them to escape from jail with the other kids. They still don't trust her, but it's not like they have any other choice. One big problem is that they don't have anywhere to go. In the last book, Lee Grant had a garden in the woods. She thinks maybe they can go there, but it's not like she has any idea where it is or where she is. The other shadow children are much more competent than Nina. Alia knows how to get past the security system at the prison's exit. The boys steal a flashlight and fake IDs. They know which direction is north based on the position of the sun. Meanwhile, Nina's surprised to learn the sun rises in the morning. She's never really seen the sun before, so it wasn't something she ever thought about. They drink at a river, and she decides to take a bath. She's never been swimming before, but the water feels wonderful. The river carries Nina around a bend to a bridge. 2 policemen stop her and demand to see ID. Alia does all the talking and gets them out of trouble, while Nina is pretty much frozen in fear. They reach the woods by the schools, and things are okay until they run out of food. The shadow children send Nina into the school to find Lee and ask for his help. She's too scared. Once she sees Lee, she realizes she can't do it, and she leaves. She does find the garden. They live off of it for a while until Lee catches her. She's captured and taken to Mr. Hendricks, but she escapes. She rushes to the shadow children and warns them to leave. Nina cries while confessing everything. At this point, it's revealed the entire book was a test to see if Nina was trustworthy. She passed by admitting she was ordered to betray the Shadow Children. Everyone was in on the scheme, including the Shadow Children, the guard, and the hating man. The hating man is actually Mr. Talbot, a double agent who's working to destroy the population police from the inside. The policemen on the bridge were part of the test too. I find that a little odd because there's no way they could have known in advance that Nina would have wanted to swim in the river. Things end with Lee finding a positive way to explain Jason's actions. Yes, Jason betrayed everyone, but maybe he did love Nina all along. Nina is both thrilled and disappointed to hear this. When she learns Jason is still alive, working on a top secret project for the population police, Nina volunteers to help stop him. The end. Post-book follow-up. This is a good book, but I don't think it's as good as the ones that came before it for two reasons. Number one, I immediately recognized Mr. Talbot. He's described in vague terms and given a nickname, so I'm guessing readers were not supposed to recognize him. When you know Nina is dealing with a secret good guy all along, it ruins a lot of the suspense. You know she's never in any real danger, you know the jailbreak is fake, and the whole thing's probably a test. Number two, this book is a little too similar to the first two books, in that most of the story is a very scared child who's terrified of being caught by the population police. There's far less world building to support the story this time around, and far less characters. Nina spends most of the book with the three shadow children, but she doesn't interact with them all that much. We don't get a sense of who they are because they're always on guard. I thought the book was fine. Nina is a good main character, and the book does a lot with its themes of trust and betrayal, but I could definitely see some readers disliking this book because it switches main characters and doesn't move forward with the overall story of the series. At the end of this book, all the characters are in the exact same place they were at the end of the previous book, with the exception of Nina. She has progressed. This does feel more like a standalone book than the third book of a series. I will rate it 1 point less than the other two. I give Among the Betrayed an 8 out of 10.